Okay. So does anyone want to volunteer their memories of what had happened, what you'd worked out so far?
Actually, I believe I should have
Oh,
my.
you
Yeah,
took notes. What am I
yeah,
saying?
I should have.
Yes.
Is there
How
ever a
dare
time where Jason does not take
There
notes?
has been a time.
It's happened. Occasionally, I'm just not feeling well, and I don't take notes.
Yeah, you would have to be
Yeah.
really unwell to not take notes.
It happens. It's happened in the past before. All right. So, in our last event in the Spire, in the Spire universe, it was our first game in Spire. Uh, we're all, drow wandering around. We got sent by our group, our faction that we were a part of, to find a Hallow, supposedly, walking around in the lower levels called Brianna, or Rose Blooming in the Void. We managed to find her pretty easily, actually. She wasn't hiding exactly. She was being pretty public. On our journey to find her, though, we found a child that had just been brought back to life through some sort of very weird and fishy magic that turned all of their blood black. Uh, and made a bunch of black roses start sprouting out of the ground, which was weird because it's like concrete. But guess that's what Hallows do sometimes. That seems very Hallow-like, I'm sure. Uh, we found out then that Brianna is also being hunted down by our Elfir horrible overlords, who assumedly want to do something terrible to her, because that's what they do. Uh, they slaughtered all of the worshippers that they found there, did horrible things, and then continued trying to track down Brianna on their own. We went and found her using one of the few followers who ran away and survived. Uh, they led us straight to Brianna, where she talked to us, and she genuinely does seem to want to help people. Like, her genuine intention is to heal people and take away their suffering.
Even though she's possessed.
She is almost like she's possessed, but not by a demon, is what we figured out. It's not like a demon that's possessing her, it's something else, but whatever it is, it's distinctly not a drow. She is something different. We decided that to kind of figure things out, we would have to lure her away. So we brought her back to where all of her followers were just slaughtered so that she could bring them back from the dead, which may or may not be a great decision, but it's what we decided. When we got back, we realized that this archway or doorway kind of thing behind where all this happened had turned into a weird void portal thing. It looked what did it look like? It looked like the doorway to the moon garden, but a little bit off, a little bit wrong. So something about this transportation into the world of the dead has gone a little bit messed up. Most of us stood around and kind of watched her do her thing while she brought her followers back to life and injected them with weird black blood magic. Meanwhile, Maddox and Beatrice went up to the void door and decided to poke it with a stick. As we did, we saw cold white hands reaching out of the void, accompanied by the horrified faces of the dead drow that were around us. They tried to drag us into the portal, failed, and we decided to drag them out of the portal as a kind of, no, you can't take me, I'm grabbing you, kind of.
Interdimensional tug of war.
Yeah, it worked. We dragged a spirit out of the void. It went back into its body that was now full of weird black goo.
Why were we surprised?
It was distinctly full of weird black void goo that where its organs should be, because there was like a big hole in it that should be filled with organs. It was now full of goo. So that was a little bit messed up. As at this point, we all received a vision. We were standing on a street that goes on forever. In the corner of our eye, we see an Aelfir warrior. She is familiar to us, though we don't see her face. She was the leader of the Aelfir who came through to kill all the followers. In front of us, we see Brianna staring at an exact copy of herself that's just a little bit wrong. Drawn by an artist watching a still image. We scream out, Adrienne, beware. At the moment, Ariadne, sorry. I'm not wearing my glasses. At that moment, the copy stabs through Brianna with a black sword. There are more of these kind of wrong copies of Aelfir and Drow running down the street towards us. One of them is in the form of the Aelfir warrior next to us, Lilith, and another is a different enlisted Drow in the army. As Lilith's copy jumps out, Lilith herself holds out a symbol and yells something we don't know, which shatters the false forms and knocks us out of the vision. And that was where we left off.
Correct. So you're all sort of, when we last saw you, were actually all there. So yes, the body of the dead worshipper had healed up with this black goo, replacing most of their internal organs, which had been successfully removed. The Aelfir that you saw do all the various things was the Aelfir who was leading the group of Aelfir warrior poets who killed all the cultists at the beginning. That's an important point. So that's Lilith petals scattered in the night. The other drow you did not recognize. You might recognize actually. The question is, what do you want to do? Because the most important thing you now realize is she's not a Hallow, which was the whole reason you were sent out to collect her.
Yeah, that's right. Because we were told to bring her in for the ministry.
Yes, because the ministry wanted her to join them, not to join the other, church.
Yeah.
And also not to let her get killed by the Aelfir.
Yeah.
Just throwing out there right now as a theory, I personally think that she's an engineered super soldier for the Aelfir army who went wrong.
Oh,
no.
That's an interesting theory.
I think that's why no one knows why Lilith was promoted and why Lilith is trying really hard to get rid of Brianna. That's my idea.
Did you want to make a skill roll, Jason, on your thesis?
I would love to make a skill roll on my thesis. Let's see, what skills do I have?
That's a very important question.
Do I have any that would work for this?
So if you've got order as a domain.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I really don't think I have any skills.
Or investigate
for this.
Or fight.
No, I have low society and occult. I do have fight.
I'll give you fight. That's a D10.
Yep. Awesome. Well, I've got fight.
Someone can assist, of course, accepting the risk of the impact of the failed roll if they fail.
I have order, so.
So that you can use that.
Okay, and I've got a base of 1 dice, and then plus my 1 skill, plus an assist dice.
Plus an assist is 3 dice.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Let's see how that goes. A 10!
A 10!
Hell yeah.
That's a critical success.
Yeah.
Okay, so All right. So yeah. So you and Thomason kind of have a quick conflab about this, and you are aware that during their durance, because all soldiers, all Drow soldiers for the Althea army are doing their durance. And yes, it's possible that there's experimentation. As a matter of fact, with that role, you are aware that there has been rumors of experiments involving the vanishing point. I'll see if it's. I think it's in. Oh, that's right. I've got it in here. I've got it. Where is it? No, it's in. Pilgrim's Walk. Where is it found? The twist. The vanishing point. Yeah, that's what it's called. Right. Okay. So that's good. I got that right. Okay. So I don't know if I described this last session. So I don't think you'd made a roll.
I don't think so.
Gave it away. All right. So you've heard of the vanishing point. So the vanishing point is near the heart. So it's the sort of weird magical heart of the spire. It actually underneath it, it's kind of this beating kind of magical heart. It does weird shit to reality in a like really major way. So you've heard rumors of soldiers being sent into the heart and its surrounds as part of ongoing rumored Althea experiments in improving soldiers.
Yeah.
Now, with your knowledge of the fact that it's the vanishing point, if someone's got occult...
That I have. I do have that one.
Okay, so with the critical success, I'll give you a bonus dice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be occult and... What skill could it be?
And fix? Maybe?
Fix? There's a stretch.
You know?
No, it's not fix.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice try.
Who had knowledge of the heart?
Actually,
it is fix.
Well, I'm willing to accept it as an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Awesome. That gives
What
me
were you
4
saying?
dice.
What were you saying? Sorry, Jess.
Oh, wasn't he somebody who had knowledge about the heart? Was it? Maybe it was Ross, his character. I can't remember.
Oh, did someone have a... I'll have a look. Anyway, you've got 4 dice, Jason.
Yeah, I'm rolling them. And I got a 9.
You got a 9.
Ooh.
It's still pretty awesome.
Success and no bad shit.
Yeah.
No, it's not Ross.
Oh.
All right. So, yeah. So the vanishing point is this place in the heart, and basically, it's exactly what you just saw in the vision. So, what happens is people see themselves approaching. They're kind of like sketched out versions of themselves. The thing is, you've never heard of anyone like having a violent encounter with the other. And apparently you can pass through that point and you can come through to effectively this kind of 3-dimensional version of the spire that's not quite real. And you can use it to like you can bring things back from it. So you can pick up items and bring them back.
Okay.
But what you've seen in the vision is is clearly the vanishing point. But someone was doing something super weird with the with the twin, the copy, as you call them. Okay, so what do you want to do, guys?
So when she's bringing back the dead, do we think she's pulling their copy from the other dimension into them instead? That what's happening?
Maybe.
You can make a religion or occult domain if you've got either of those.
Nope.
I do.
Someone else can. Someone else can. It just doesn't have to be...
Gabrian.
Yeah, I've got religion.
And she knows all about death and souls.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep. And do you have steel?
No, I have pursue and sneak.
Okay. It's definitely religion. If someone wants to assist you with a steel roll, if anyone's got steel, well, that might be one that Ross does have actually because he was a bit dodgy. Let me have a look.
Anyone?
No.
There are no thieves amongst you. He does.
Let's not be hasty here.
He does have steel. So, all right. So, Desmo Fitz will happily assist you.
Okay. Ooh.
So that gives you 3 dice.
3 dice. Okay, good. That's what I've got here. All right, I'm rolling.
Okay.
Oh, good. 10. I got a 10.
You guys are on a roll. Okay. The reason it was steel is no. These are not duplicates. Although you're not so sure about what the black goo is. In this particular case, no, that was actually a spirit of the dead being pulled out of some broken version of the moon garden. As a matter of fact, with a 10, perhaps it's the moon garden from the copy universe.
Oh. The vanishing points moon garden. That's messed up.
Excellent. That's recycling.
Nice. Okay.
What it is to you, in particular to you, is not acceptable.
An affront.
Right? She's drawing back the spirits of the dead and forcing them into their bodies. Now, she may also be healing people. This is the first time you've seen her actually. Although there was the kid.
Yeah.
Also brought back from the dead.
Back from the dead.
But there were other people that we saw her healing that was like the dude's arm went all black, but it was just his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was,
yes.
Was that his arm spirit getting through?
Or it might be that she's drawing in spirits to herself and then divvying out the energy.
Yeah. I feel like I really need to get my hyena to eat some people. Then I'm a bit concerned
these
about
people
what the black goo might do to my hyena.
These bodies, these inhabited bodies, are literally an affront to your religion, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. They just
because they're dead. They should stay dead, be appropriately consumed, and
Yeah,
sent
this
on.
is very wrong. I'm very unhappy about this, but I'm also very concerned that I'm going to harm my hyena with the black goose. I've got to think about this.
It's even better than that because it's the schism between you and the other death priests. Because the other death priests actually practice a rite called undying, which allows someone to, exist past their mortal time.
Yeah, this is very wrong. It's not going to continue. I think we're going to have to take Brianna into custody.
Right.
But I would
like remember, to, you're a rebel cell, not the police.
Yeah, I know. So she's going to be kidnapped.
And remember, everyone is in love with her, so we have to be subtle about this.
Yeah. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I'll be really curious to find out where she served her durance and how and what happened to her, to see if your theory is correct about experimentation.
Oh, we can coerce her into coming with us by partially lying through our teeth and partially telling the truth. There are people out there wanting to kill her, and we can protect her for our own means.
Keep on helping people.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Totally. Well, if that's what you want to do, what are you going to do?
Okay. So I wonder if I can use. I've got a talent ability called Lay of the Land.
Yes, I will remind you all to check your abilities.
Is there actually anything we want to know about her?
Well, there is, but I think basically we're going to have to take her, kidnap her, and then question her.
What do you want to know about her?
Well, first of all, I want to know where she served her durance and what she was doing, and if she was experimented on when she was doing it.
Okay. Where she served her durance, when and where she was experimented on. By who?
By whom? Okay,
yes,
Thomas.
very grammatically correct.
With my Lay of the Land, I'm not sure if I can use it to set up an opportunity, because it says when you enter a dangerous situation, you can name up to 3 features or opportunities that your allies can take advantage of.
Okay.
So if we're creating a dangerous situation, can I pre-plan that?
I think the gateway to the void is a dangerous situation. Let's put it out there.
All right. Before you do anything, I would like to, and I'll quote Giles from Buffy, consult the books.
Okay.
So
you're going to
step through into the vault.
Okay.
And I want to research those 3 questions, basically, to start off with, about her. And I want to find out more about what is known about the vanishing point.
Okay.
And and I guess the thing is, I mean, ultimately, I want to know what is this black stuff. Can I piece together what this black stuff actually is that's coursing through her? Is it the essence of the dead from the alternate vanishing point graveyard? Yeah.
Okay, so how does the vault ability actually work? Actually, I can probably just
you just give me information. That's all.
Oh, hold on, it's the wrong one of your characters.
While inside the vault, whether you accessed it through the back door or by normal means, you have access to equipment that will allow you to perform an investigate check on any subject. It won't confer mastery, but it will allow you to perform the check. And back door is basically, well, throw open a back door and lunge through it into a twisted metallic nightmare. Yay!
Now, don't forget, you've also got Obsessive Researcher if you want to double down.
Yeah.
Because at the start of the session, you should declare whether you're choosing a knack to go with any skill or domain. So you can choose a topic that you're specifically expert at.
Yes.
Which will give you a bonus dice.
Yep. Do you want me to choose that now?
I do actually, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, and the thing is, the knack doesn't have to be in a skill that I actually have any points in or know already.
In any skill or domain, even if you don't normally have access to it.
Correct. That's right. So what is likely to be useful for this? Investigate. What does order do?
Well, it's a domain, right? So it's basically anything to do with order. So domain encompasses those who keep the peace, city guard, but also army council, depending on whether the mercenary company works for, sort of work they do, that sort of thing.
Okay.
But for instance, to give you an explicit example, you could choose the vanishing point as a mastery, as a knack. You could choose the Moon Garden as a knack. So the knack is meant to be a specific topic, and then a plot to either a skill or domain.
Okay, all right. So I will take the vanishing point then, if that's the case.
Okay.
As the knack.
Yep.
Seems to be a good focus. Oh, get it, focus. And yeah, we're going to research that. All right, I'll write down my knack actually. Next, there we go. All right, so this is going to be an investigate roll, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah. What's the domain? Is it going to be an academia, or is it going to be a technology, or an occult?
So let's just think about those questions again. What were they were all about her, weren't they?
They're all about her and the black substance.
Okay, so they can either be occult or order.
Okay, occult it is. And does the knack come into it for this one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep, okay.
So you're getting
a knack.
4 dice you should be getting.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, roll.
Alrighty. Oh, 2 10s.
2 10s. Well, 1 10, doesn't matter. Okay, all right. So, so with that 10, okay, so go over the questions for me.
All right, so so where did she serve her durance?
She served it in she did serve it in the military, and explicitly she was part of, I think they actually give you the name of the group she belonged to. The Special Tactics Corps.
Special Tactics Corps.
Yep.
Oh, the STC.
The STC. Yes. And because you're using the vault, you find records that were lost, perhaps even deliberately lost, that make it clear that she served in the heart for the STC.
Oh. Wow, so she was effectively rotated through there as stuff. Okay, all right. I mean, the next question was when and where was she experimented, but I don't know if it's the right question. And by whom.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's kind of wrapped up in how did she get the black stuff in her? How did the what happened that changed?
So the STC were apparently experimenting using so literally as described, they were attempting to make super soldiers by combining the copies' magical, like they were trying to steal magic from the copies and use it to enhance the soldiers. So as literally as described.
Excellent. Good. Okay. Do we know what that black stuff is? I mean, it's literally the essence of these copies.
Yeah, so she's basically filling them up with copy.
Yep.
Yeah. The spirit, by the way, isn't well, as already stated, it's actually the spirit of the dead.
Yeah. Lovely.
And the fetch, which is the name of the copies, the fetch fragments, don't. So the idea was, so what they were actually trying to do was use the magic of the fetches to allow them to gain direct access to the Moon Garden.
Oh, and of course she succeeded.
Sort of.
Right.
Every other person who was part of the experiment died when they tried to enter the Moon Garden.
Oh, okay.
Every other person is in every second person, or is in everyone except Brianna, just to clarify.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I see. Very nice.
Yeah.
Every person other than Brianna.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
There's a business analyst to write requirements, Thomas.
Yeah, I know. I felt a moment of pride right there.
I don't want the notes to be confusing. It's going.
No, this is exactly this is how you meant to think.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Have you thought about a career as a business analyst out, Jason? It's quite well paid.
I would rather.
You would rather rub salt into your eyes, followed by pepper. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. Cool. So she managed to make a connection, but not necessarily the right connection, I suspect.
Maybe not the one that they wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's with the flowers? That's because so the
that wasn't part of your question set.
I know. I will come out of the vault. If that makes me
all right. So while you've been disappearing into your fourth dimensional spaces,
it's a comfort zone, okay?
Yeah. All right. So Brianna has raised this one person from the dead. She doesn't raise anyone else from the dead. He's quite tired, actually. She's ready to move on. She doesn't want to stick around.
She's going to abandon all of her other followers.
No, she's just got other places to be. Can't raise. She's raised one who's loyally following her.
And that is the second person she's brought back from the dead today.
That you've seen, yeah.
That we've seen, so you know.
Yeah.
Who knows how many she's pulling up on the side, you know?
Yeah. By the way, with all the 10s that you guys are rolling, the one thing that you're pretty sure about is it's probably not good that she's putting a whole stack of the other place in this place. That's probably bad.
Yeah.
That's what the carrion priest has been saying.
Yeah. Carrion priest is different. All right, so she's moving on. What are you guys doing?
Following.
Right. Okay, you follow. What are you going to do? She's surrounded by loyal followers again.
Do we try to convince her to come with us?
We have to convince her that she is in danger, and by her being in danger, we need her to become safe so that she can continue her work to protect others. Because I suspect just telling her someone's trying to kill you, she'll be like, I'm busy. Then keep going.
That's right.
Yeah. We need to lure her away from her followers. So, like, maybe see if we can convince her that her being out in public is putting her followers at risk because the Alpha are on the warpath right now. I don't know.
Well, that is true. Her followers are being cut down by the Alpha trying to get to her and not appreciating.
And that, like, even more of her followers will be killed, like, imminently, unless we get her off the streets and away from them. And then we can, like, put her in a safe place and get people to her.
Okay. Who's gonna make this pitch?
I
know it's not going to be me because I ain't got none of that stuff.
I have a knack for persuasion.
Yeah, I have compel as well.
Oh, that's right.
Even I have compel.
We're very persuasive.
Nadir and Thomason and Maddox are all compelling individuals.
All right. So,
but I suspect that Thomason and Nadir are probably better at it.
So, Azurite, what's your ability again? Can't you do something?
I can compare my actual abilities.
Oh, maybe it's just I thought you had a special ability. Oh no, that's right.
I can cut a deal.
That's right.
And our firebrand can draw a crowd. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I distinctly remember earlier there being a lot of judgment towards Nadir. Because,
what he was.
But selling out his own people.
But I know a good case of gas canisters and gas masks. Just saying.
Oh.
All right, so you do have compel. You do also have deceive. Yes. From a domain perspective, though, it's going to be
the problem. Yeah,
religion or low society, I think.
Neither of which I have.
I have both of those.
I have.
We couldn't go order because we're convincing her that the order is really wanting her dead.
I think that's a stretch.
Gotta try.
I can chuck in for the I'll support you for the either religion or low society. I have both of those.
Okay.
Cool. So that's 4 all up.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, Thomas, how do refreshers work?
It's only a 6.
Oh, refreshers. I think that
my refreshers uncover hidden information.
Yeah, it allows you to recover stress.
Okay.
So accumulated stress goes down.
For that.
Oh, a 6. A 6 was your best roll. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's success at a cost. Okay, so 6 or 7 on such action. Oh, right, okay, all right, okay. I need to roll. That's what happens next, isn't it? It is. Okay. All right, so both Dave and Jess. So Gabriel and Dave, what's your character's name? I can't remember. Nadir. Both Gabriel and Nadir, you take 3 points of stress each. It is it's actually going to be blood. So if you've got...
Ooh, that feels a little freaky and weird. Why?
Okay, so you guys are persuading her to come with you, right? To flee this dangerous situation where she's out on the street. She's mostly persuaded by your argument, Nadir. You've successfully convinced her that it's a good idea to save her followers, right? Not for her, but for the safety of her followers. Because, look what the Althea did when you were out on the street. When a bunch of you see in the corner of your eye, and unfortunately just a bit too late, you see in the corner of your eye, I've got to roll a D10. Oh, that's right. I've got to roll the D10 to see if fallout occurs. What's your blood stress at the moment?
3.
Doesn't look
Mine
like
is 6.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you suffer fallout. Gabrielle, you don't.
Okay.
So let's go to fallout.
Well, I'm a bit unsure of this because I've got 6 current stress but I've got 2 points of blood. So does that mean it's actually 4?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. The blood at the top was free slots. So you take the first 2 points off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means I've actually got 4.
Yeah, I rolled a 4. So all right, so it's not severe, it's moderate, I'm pretty sure. That's right. 4. Actually, 4 might not even be moderate, it might just be minor.
No, 2 to 4 is minor.
Yeah. Okay, so you can either be stunned, bleeding, or adrenaline, or tired. Okay, so the way the stress has accrued to you is you guys are all kind of focused on her, talking to her, when there's a flurry of crossbow bolts fired in your general direction while you're distracted. You see these figures in red who you were warned about. You were warned at the start of the mission that I'll just get their name right.
The other order. The other group.
The Crimson Vigil. Because nothing like red clothing says the Crimson Vigil. Who worship the goddess of vengeance, the aspect of the goddess in her role as the vengeance taker. Or you can be tired. So these crossbow bolts are fired, and basically you two have been clipped.
I'll bleed.
You'll bleed? Okay, so you're leaking until you get proper medical care. Each time you make an action, mark 1 stress against blood. Before you roll the dice, don't check for fallout. No, hold on. Sorry, Dave, you didn't suffer anything because you weren't at... You only had 3 points, didn't you?
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it was...
No, it was only Jess. So Jess has to choose between bleeding, stunned, adrenaline, tired.
Okay, I'll take tired, I think.
Okay, tired. You struggle to stay awake and you overlook something crucial in the current situation. The GM works out what it is and it comes back to haunt you before the session is over. Excellent.
Oh, good.
And you recover because you've taken, I think it's, how many points of stress do you get back for taking a minor? Removing stress. Remove 3 stress. Yep. So Jess, you can remove 3 from your stress.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah. So you've been clipped by a crossbow bolt. Both of you have been clipped by crossbow bolts. So these are the Crimson Vigil people, who were threatening to kill her. Now,
right, it's like the perfect evidence that actually someone is trying to kill her.
Yes, there's a few of them jumping down upon you. Can I get so you see them? They've all fired their crossbows. Just very directly. So going down the list, Shah, what do you want to do?
Grab her and duck.
Okay, so you're diving, grabbing her and kind of pushing her out of the way of all of this violence.
Oh, actually, can I go first, please? Because I'm definitely using my lay of the land ability here.
Okay.
This is a dangerous situation.
Yep.
I can name up to 3 features that my allies can take advantage of.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. Do you want to name them?
There's a coconut tree.
Okay. So there is a skinny little alleyway in between a couple of buildings just ahead of us.
Okay.
Which would be just right for ducking down.
Okay, so that's 1.
We have got cover behind a stack of boxes.
Okay.
Outside a shop.
Okay. 2.
And 3.
A fog is rolling in.
A fog is rolling. I don't think so.
The Spire doesn't really do fog.
All of her followers are like running around like crazy and
getting in the
making
way.
It hard to get a clear shot at her.
Okay, all right. So there's a mass of people running and screaming and yelling, making it hard to take pot shots from the crossbows that they've got. You've got boxes that you can hide behind, and there's an alleyway just ahead of you that you can quickly duck down if you need to.
Yeah. Now, when we take advantage of one of those 3 opportunities for the first time, you get to roll with mastery.
Okay, so you get a bonus dice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so Shah, you're grabbing her and
I guess we're pushing her towards the alley so that we can get her. So
you're ducking down the alleyway with her?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like either so on that note then, I think I want you can either use a sneak or a fight skill.
Okay, so can I use my citizen's mask, which is when I need to be, I become one of the crowd and gain the sneak skill?
You absolutely can. So because there's all these people racing around making all this noise, you're just fitting in, right? So that's sneak. And the domain is I think it's going to have to be either criminal or low society, right? Because it's this dark, shadowy alleyway, right? That sounds kind of criminally low society. Am I the only one who thinks that, or does someone want to put a bid in for something else? Oh, you are in the Street of Gods, so I will allow religion to apply if you have religion.
Yeah, neither of those. So.
Okay,
so just the 2 dice.
But you've got mastery because you're taking advantage of the feature for the first time.
That's 1 more dice.
That's 1 more dice.
Here we go. 8.
8. Okay, so that's a success with no stress.
Yay.
All right, so you grab her and quickly, kind of throw a cloak over her head. And then you both kind of just become part of the crowd and you zip down this alleyway with her. Okay, so medics, what are you doing?
I think I'm actually, so I flat dagger. I've got actually some padded armor on. I'm just basically covering any retreat.
Okay, well, you can see these Crimson Vigil maniacs are kind of like closing in on you.
All right.
They're clear, but you're sort of trying to slow them down. Is that the plan?
That's right.
Okay, so can I get a fight plus, fight or resist? Or resist, actually. I'd allow resist. I think resist would be applicable.
Well, I don't have any of those as known skills.
Okay, good.
I did have originally resist as my knack, but well, that's what I was going to change.
Right.
But yeah. Anyway. And
I'm guessing you don't have religion or low society or crime either.
As a matter of fact, I don't.
Right.
I have technology.
So you get to roll 1 dice.
All right. Cool. Well, all I need is a 10, don't I? That's all we need. And here we go. Here's a 10. No, it's a 5.
It's a 5. So it's a failure.
And stress.
Excellent. Okay, so you quickly find yourself in hand-to-hand combat with a Crimson Vigil sociopath who's got a short stabbing sword.
Yeah.
That does 6 points of stress.
Fantastic. This is going to hurt.
You may apply your armor to that, of course.
Yeah.
And I just remembered, what's your total stress?
So my total stress right now is 2.
How much armor do you have?
The thing.
Oh.
Well, my total stress from mind is 2.
No, total stress.
0.
No. Oh,
I don't understand the question.
Okay. It's not
because I've only taken
it doesn't auto calculate. So add up all your stresses.
2, which is mind.
Right. So you've taken no body stress from the 6 points I just did you.
Oh, no. Okay. So you've actually inflicted me 6 points of damage.
Yeah, which you reduce.
So now my total without my armor, which is 1 point, so that's 5.
Right. So you've got 7 points of stress in total. 2 for mind, 5 for body.
Yeah, but don't forget I asked you about refresh, because I get a refresh on my stress.
Okay.
If I uncover hidden information. So
okay, all right.
I need to know how that's managed.
Okay, so
to get rid of my 2 mind.
Let me just open it up. Combat. Okay, in action, working initiatives, post-fight. Oh no, it must be in skills. So it'll be up here in the first bit. Come on. No, it doesn't.
So it says, when you refresh, remove D3, D6, or D8 stress, depending on how fully and how dramatically you fulfilled the requirements of your refresh action.
Okay, D6. So from the 2, you should be... Yeah. Well, I rolled 2 on the dice, so that's enough.
I rolled 2 on the dice, yep.
Okay. Cool. So you're actually...
All right.
So you've taken 5... So you're at 5 stress because you'd recovered your 2 mind.
Correct.
And you are not taking any fallout at this point.
Oh, good.
All right. Next is... hold on, we did... Gabran. Okay, so you did your thing, but...
Yeah.
It's the same description. What would you like to do?
I'm going to duck behind those boxes and pull out my heavy crossbow.
Right, and you're going to shoot someone?
Hell
like,
yeah.
declare it as
I
a whole
totally
action,
am.
right? Like, it's not like it's not like declare the whole thing there. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so hiding behind boxes, you're going to shoot someone with a crossbow.
Yeah.
That is explicitly fight skill.
Okay. Do I have fight skill?
I
don't think I do.
Don't know.
The fact you're asking that
think I
question
do.
means that you probably don't.
You probably don't.
Okay. But I do get to do so with mastery.
Oh, because you're using the boxes. Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
so and then you've got religion as a domain. We've already established that.
Yeah.
So that's 3 dice.
Okay. And I'm just having a look to see whether I can use one of my hyena things.
Yeah.
It says when you attack at range from a position of hiding, your attacks gain the brutal tag.
Oh, okay, that sounds nasty.
That sounds very positive, can I just say?
Yeah.
Brutal. When you roll for stress with this weapon, roll 2 dice and pick the highest.
Okay.
So you're shooting with a heavy
my...
crossbow, which must be D8, right?
A D8, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get to roll my 3 dice first to see if I hit.
Yep.
Okay, doing that now. 9.
Okay, you definitely hit. You're just short of a crit. Roll 2d8 and pick the best.
Okay. Oh, 5.
Okay, you see one of these.
Nice.
So who are you shooting?
One of the crimson guys coming towards us.
Okay. All right. You see one and you hit them in the chest and they go down.
Excellent.
All right. Okay. Go for it, Jason. What are you doing?
All right. I'm gonna be honest. I was sitting there a little bit like, fingers crossed that medics would get a fallout because it would have been a perfect opportunity for me. But it's okay. I guess I'll do something else. So actually, I'm going to use my other skill. I am going to jump behind the boxes next to Gabriel.
Right.
And I am going to use my Canticle of Remaking spell.
Okay.
And so I am going to... It's +1 blood, so I assume that means it gives me a blood stress to cast.
Yep.
However, I can now roll Fix plus Occult to cast a spell, and on a success, I remove D3 stress from blood on another character.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So, Fix plus...
Occult. So, and I have both of those.
So that's 3 dice.
And it's also a thing, so...
It's also a thing?
Yep. One of my advances. Does that mean I get... Do I get it for an advance, or is it just my core abilities that gives me the
I
bonus?
don't know what you're not describing what it is. Sorry.
It's my spell. It's an advance. Do I get an extra dice from that, or do I not?
No. The advance just means you bought the ability.
Okay, cool. So 3 dice.
Yeah.
Let's go. A 6.
A 6, which is a success just.
Yeah.
Okay, you take a blood.
Yep.
Who are you healing?
I'm healing Gabriel.
I've only got 1 blood stress though.
Oh, you do?
Pick me.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm grabbing Medox then. Yeah.
I've got 5.
Yeah.
And I'm in the middle of it.
Okay,
awesome.
Roll a D6 and halve it.
Yep. Let me go. D6. Roll 2.
So you get 2 stress points back.
Yeah. And
okay.
Yeah. And 6 was it a success or a complicated success?
No, it's a complicated success because they're more fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Midwifery certainly has changed a lot in my time.
So can
all
you
of
take...
my abilities are about jumping in front of someone and taking a blow for them.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you take 1 point of mind stress, please?
1 point of mind stress. Woo, I'm up to 6 points of mind stress.
Oh, that sounds promising. Hold on. 6 points, really?
Yeah, I took 5 last time and I haven't recovered.
No, but you suffered the effect. It knocks 5 off.
Yeah, it went down. Did I forget to put that in then?
Well, I assume so, because I don't think you accumulated 11 mind stress.
Yeah. That's true. That would be a lot.
Although you guys were doing dumb stuff with dead people, so maybe.
Yeah, I thought that we had accumulated a lot.
Research.
Because I specifically failed.
What's your refresh? What's your refresh?
Oh, my refresh, I haven't done it yet. I need to defend the defenseless.
Almost there with medics. Like, I mean, they're pathetic.
Not really. He's not. He's not really defenseless.
It's not really defenseless. Okay, so are we saying you think you do have 6 mind stress?
Yeah, I thought I did because I'd also failed more rolls than medics last time.
Okay. All right.
So.
Okay. Well, good news. You can knock 5 out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. Oh, all right. Yeah. Awesome.
I think we did. Did we do a phobia for you?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I have a phobia. I am scared of the dark.
You're scared of the dark. All right.
You're about to go to this alley.
You can pick up a phobia.
It's a very well-lit alley.
You can get permanently weird. Which is you do something unsettling that bothers normal people. Obsessive behavior, singing yourself, filling out a strange compulsion at inappropriate times.
Ooh. I like that last one.
Taste buildings.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the weird compulsion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do something unsettling. You can get 5 you get 5 stress off your mind. Stress?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mind. Yeah, that's where you get it from.
That is right, yeah.
Yep. So you can take 5 off. And yeah, I think you I do have a vision, but I'll tell you what I think it is, and then I think you like to wrap things up. Kind of like a spider.
Yeah, it's a spider thing. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the way that this spell works is explicitly that I use magic ethereal webs to bind up a wound.
Perfect.
So
you now have a strange compulsion to wrap things up.
Yeah.
In ribbon or in metaphysical spiderweb, whatever. It's all the same to you. You just like to see things neatly wrapped up and preferably suspended, hanging upside down. But
yes.
You're a bundle of fun, you are. All right, finally, Nadir.
Yes. I am going to grab one of the milling followers and tell them we must save the Hallow, and valiantly use them as a human shield while I make my escape.
Well, you escape. Okay, I'll give you compel for that. Because it is compel, I think. Domain followers of her calling upon their deep belief. So that's going to be religion. Or order. Religion or order.
No, I don't have either of those, unfortunately.
Okay, so your plan is to use the human shields to let you escape.
Have we used the milling crowd yet?
We haven't.
No.
Okay, I'll use...
Because we used the ducking down the corridor, the ducking down the alleyway in the first one. All right, so you're trying to get the people... So, I mean, you don't have to limit yourself to one person, of course. You can do it to a whole crowd, right? So...
Yeah, I think it's...
Tell them to form up and protect their mistress.
I think it's a characteristically cowardly act.
Oh, look, I think it's completely...
we've got to save the princess. Fuck.
What's the name of the corporate guy from Aliens?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The one played by Paul Reiser.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But anyway, that scene, because in Alien the game,
it ended up well for him.
If you play a corporate character, you can actually buy the ability to have someone else take a hit for you. As in, you just once per session, you can just put someone else in the way of a blow. It's an awesome ability.
It is great. Didn't someone die because of that in our first Alien?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think it was once you activated the bad aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
By the way, I will be running Heart of Darkness next year.
That's it.
Burke.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so you're pulling a Burke.
I had to know.
Roll those dice, buddy.
An 8.
An 8. So it's a success. To accumulate no stress on your part. And you hurl people at the enemy. I think you can roll damage from the screaming hordes of followers who now leap at the Crimson Vigil.
So you're kind of grabbing them and pushing them forward, are you?
Yes.
Focusing them.
Focusing, yes. It's an attack with people.
It's a hidden talent at Battlefield Tactics.
That's right. Roll a d6 stress for them as they hurl themselves at the Crimson Vigil.
It's a 5.
Wow, okay, that's pretty serious. So there's a crowd of followers suddenly go, ah, and charge forward and start whacking them with sticks. All right, so far so Thomason, you're down the alleyway pretty much by yourself because the Vigil got distracted by all this other shit that went down. You come out of the alleyway, you've got her with you. She's covered up. She's kind of struggling against you a little bit, but not very much. The problem you have is she's still leaving the roses behind wherever she walks.
A very distinctive trail to follow.
It's not hard to follow her because literally wherever she walks, little black roses spring out of the ground.
If you pick her up and carry her, pick her up.
You can.
Can I do that?
God damn it! Stop stepping on the concrete.
I need a cart or a wheelbarrow or something.
So you pick her. So you bodily lift her up to kind of stop her from creating these things. Now you've got sneak rather.
Yeah.
Because you're using your. I'm just a member of the audience. You heft her up. Okay. Nope. Well, you've got sneak. Because what are your domains?
My domains are high society and order.
Yeah, I thought it would be order. I'll let you use order, actually. I'll let you use order.
These flowers are out of place.
It's more that you're doing a bodyguarding job now.
So that's 3 dice. Let's see. Oh, a 10. Yeah.
A 10. Okay, you've obviously done this before, lifting people off the ground so they don't leave black roses wherever they walk. Maybe it was tulips last time. Black tulips was what.
Or maybe it might have been a blood trail.
Yeah, it could have been a blood trail. Yeah. So you lift her up, put her in a fireman's carry, and kind of disappear into the crowd.
Weak.
Okay, Maddox, you've still got this dude with the knife attacking you. Although there's now a milling crowd of people hurling themselves at people in red.
Excellent. So I think I'm going to try and move into the path of the milling people to get through them.
Yeah.
And hopefully distract this guy.
Okay. So that doesn't sound like fight anymore.
No. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to yell out to one of the cultists to assist me using compel.
Okay. So this milling crowd of people, once again you're going with the perfect weapon is another drow.
Indeed.
All right, so you're going with compel.
You can't use religion? Mastery now because that's been used up.
That's been used up. Yep.
Oh yeah. Look.
Do you have religion or order?
No.
Okay. Then you've got 2 dice.
Woohoo! It's better than 1.
It's better than 1, he said.
Yep, a 10.
Hey, all right.
Brothers!
Comers!
Over here, there's
10 down the Crimson Visual! We threaten our leader. All right, so they leap forward upon this crowd. All right, so at this point, there's like people throwing themselves at people dressed in red all over the shop. You guys can sort of withdraw from combat at this point.
Cool.
And sort of scurry your way down the alleyway, but you don't actually know where Thomason's gone.
Well,
we're just following the black roses, but stumping them out.
That's right. You're following the black roses, but you're stumping them out as you go.
But
all right.
Fortunately, I know somebody in our party who's good at tracking.
Pursuit, even.
Mm.
And my hyena Toby will pursue.
Okay, so you all move down as a group. Do you want to roll a pursue roll for me, please?
Yeah, well,
as you make your escape. Does your hyena help here?
Not at the moment because I don't think I have the right skill for that.
Oh, okay.
I will just point out, if we are going down the alleyway, Beatrice probably splits off to go a different route.
Oh, okay.
Alleyway's dark.
Oh, that's
very scary.
That's true.
I'm right behind you.
And I
she
thought
yells
because I just checked it, I thought I'd just remind Rob as well that you have a phobia of dead things.
I know.
You have to keep in mind. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Beatrice, you stay on the road and watch the Crimson Vigil kind of move away from the group being pursued by them.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you zip down the alleyway with Gabran. Is that right? Does everyone else go with Gabran?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and then Thomason, where are you going?
Where were we meant to take her? We were meant to take her to a safe house or our headquarters or something, weren't we?
Yeah, we're taking her to a safe house.
Yes, I will head for the pre-established safe house in the hope that everyone will realize that's where.
Okay, so you're taking her to the safe house. So Beatrice, you're on the main road, right? Which is where she's been traveling up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're sort of moving down the road when you see the woman whose son was raised from the dead.
Okay.
And she's on the side of the road sobbing inconsolably. She's got in her hands a sort of like a black stone block. So there's this black stone block in her hands, and she's sobbing inconsolably. Where she's kneeling, crying, sobbing, you can see more cracked doorways because you played with the cracked doorway to the Moon Garden.
Yeah, I did.
So you can see doorways to other places, like the same characteristic sort of broken stone look, sort of on many doors around where she is standing.
Ooh, okay, that's not that doesn't that's that's okay. Uh are you all right? What's going on?
She looks at you with these tears, holds the block of stone in your general direction, and says, "This is what he became."
Oh, that's fucked up. That's bad and fucked up. Your son?
Yes.
This is horrible.
I took him away to take him back home, and he complained about feeling sick, and then he was this.
Fuck. Okay. Can I look at the rock with my occult knowledge and kind of...
You can.
I think I have an idea of what I'll find out, which is weird fucky magic shouldn't be messed around with, but you know.
Yeah, that could be a thing that you might decide.
Yeah.
You can probably also gift wrap it as well with your compulsion now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spin it in a beautiful ribbon.
Yeah.
Do you have investigate or fix?
I have fix.
Oh, you do have fix. That's right. Yeah, of course you have fix.
Awesome.
Can you roll fix and occult for me, please?
Yeah. 9.
Yeah. Okay. So in the same way that when she was healing all the people who'd been injured by the Althea in the other place and then tried to raise the dead. So you might or might not recall there was the door wasn't just the door. There was actually black flowers kind of veins leading to the doorway. From this stone, there is emanating black veins leading to the doors, which you can see with your occult sight.
Right. Yep. Okay.
And the sort of the gap, if you will, the cracks writhe and move around in your vision.
That's horrible. Sorry, typing really fast. Okay. I mean, fuck. I want to console her. I mean, her son. This is horrible. A child has died.
Yes. Well, a child has died twice even.
Yeah, that's doubly horrible and awful.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I thought something was wrong the first time he was brought back to dead, and now he's died again. And more bad magic has happened that's going to cause more bad things to happen. So, I mean, I want to try and console her. I don't think I have much skill in that, but, you know. But I want to try and comfort her a bit.
Okay. Make a you can make a fix roll.
Yep.
Fix broken people's things and relationships. So
okay.
It's fix. And it's low society.
I do have that.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're actually very good at this.
I'm actually very good at that.
Yes.
Yeah. 8. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you seeking? What are you seeking to achieve in your consoling?
I mean, I want to kind of convince her that, you know, her son has gone to the moon garden where he will be, you know, where he's meant to be.
Yep.
His soul is at peace now. You know, he's in the way that he was supposed to go, he has gone.
Right.
And that, you know, one day she will eventually see him again when she joins him in the moon garden. I don't know.
Okay, well, you console her, and she recognizes that the thing that she's holding is not really her son at all.
No, it's not. This is just a fragment of, you know, whatever was keeping him chained here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So cutscene. So back to Thomason then. You've made it to the safe house.
I want to convince her to stay here instead of running off.
Now, you're meant to meet your contact at the safe house. So, like, your ministry kind of contact is meant to meet you at the safe house.
Are they there?
So, you arrive at the safe house. There's someone in the safe house. They've lit the candle out the front in the window like they're meant to.
Meant to? I think with everything going on, I'm still probably a little bit suspicious.
Yeah.
So maybe tell her to stay there and be quiet while I make sure it's safe.
Okay.
And sneak in and have a look and see if it's who it should be.
Okay, so you're going to make a sneak roll for me. You can also use investigate if you want.
Yeah, I don't have that.
And you can use high society.
Okay, I can use high society. Nine.
Okay, you creep into the building, sitting in a chair, waiting, completely unconcerned, apparently, about anything, is an Althea. In the armor and equipment of a skald. It's the Althea that you saw earlier.
Lilith.
Back out.
Creeping back right.
New safe house time.
Safe house is compromised.
Okay, a couple of things are just because you rolled a 9. So there's a couple of things to note though, right? So she lit the candle that she was meant to light, and she's by herself. You don't see any warrior poets. You just see her.
Is she the contact? Do we have an Alfie?
Well, yeah, I do have another skill that says when interacting with the Althea, I can roll with mastery on social checks. So
yeah,
maybe I will brazen it out and just walk in like I own the joint.
Okay.
Good day.
Sorry, she's a warrior poet. Sorry, they're skulls. I'll get it right eventually. Yeah. All right. Okay, so you stride in brazenly by yourself.
By myself.
She looks at you for a second. What are you? So you're obviously rolling. So you can roll high society because she's super high society. No debate there.
To get a mastery dice because she's an Althea.
Yep. And it's either it's the skill is compel, I think.
Oh, yeah, I have that one too.
Well, it depends. Are you trying to deceive her or trying to... Actually, maybe you're trying to deceive her.
I don't have deception, but I do have compel.
Well, it depends if you're going to be pretty upfront about who you are or if you're pretending to be something else.
I'm just going to assume that she's waiting for me in some form or another.
Okay, so all right, compel then. Yep.
It could be a bad thing, could be a good thing.
So that's
but I'm just going to be
So that's with mastery. That's 4 dice.
4 dice, yeah. Oh, another 10.
Ah, rolling too well at the wrong times. Okay. Okay, so you stride in. By the way, failing that roll would have been terminal.
Can I change it then? Because if my character dies, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. That's how it works, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah. No. Sorry. Can't help you there. All right. So you stride in. She looks at you. She reaches, down her side for this terrifyingly large sword that she seems to have with her at all times. Then she looks at you again and goes, and gives you the secret phrase of the ministry's inner circle. Are you part of the cell then?
I am. I was not expecting you.
Well, my politics are complex.
So it appears.
So, have you been able to acquire the target?
We have.
Good.
I hope.
Bring her here.
Go back out and hope she's still there.
Yep, she's still there. Got a crit. I'm not going to take it away from you.
Bring her in.
All right, by this point, the rest of you have kind of rocked up, right? Because there was sneaking, there was going backwards and forwards.
She's definitely about to kill Brianna. I'm just throwing it out there. Sure.
So the rest of you arrive just as you see Thomason going into the safe house with Brianna. You can see the candle lit in the thing. You see Thomason sort of ushering Brianna in. So do you follow?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So you guys all come in kind of quickly behind Thomason and Brianna. Lilith is there in the room. She's standing up now. She looks at Brianna and says, "What we did to you, Ariadne, was unforgivable." We need to correct this mistake.
Who's going to intercede? Did I hear that our midwife is good for bodyguard duties?
No. Good at spinning things up. You must. We've got to take her. We've got to free her from this curse that has been placed upon her.
Mm-hmm.
Who amongst you will?
I mean, I agree.
I will need to collect items and equipment to enable this to happen, while the rest of you keep her here until I return.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
This definitely doesn't sound like she's about to go out and get us. We're all gonna die. She's about to kill all of us.
Yeah, not ominous at all.
Yeah.
Completely not.
I see no reason to be suspicious of Lilith's intentions.
So, Thomason, you do a lot with Althea. You know Althea quite well. Some of your worst masters are Althea. I wouldn't say best friends. So the one thing that's very weird about Lilith, possibly not for the other. So most Drow don't except during the Durants they might encounter Althea, but the Althea live up in the top, the good bits of the Spire. And effectively, mostly, most Drow deal with other Drow who deal with other Drow who work for the Althea. So most Drow don't have a daily or even regular contact with Althea. You, however, have. So you may recall, Althea don't experience emotions in the same way that you do. Like, they literally have to take a drug to feel sad. Because they don't have a sense of sadness about their lives. They can't feel sadness, can't feel regret. They just don't feel those things unless they go out of their way to experience them.
She's trying to manipulate you.
Well, or she's the weirdest fucking Althea you've ever met.
Yeah.
No, so she's like, this is an experiment gone wrong and we need to terminate it.
Yeah. Let's take the Occam's razor approach. We need to get rid of the loose end. And now ends, including us.
Yeah.
So, she stands up to leave the room. Does anyone do anything?
Do we let her leave and then run?
I'm certain. I think around this time is when Beatrice would be showing up at the house.
Yeah.
Took the long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Beatrice will show up and see Lilith, and I think Beatrice doesn't feel like that's a safe thing. So Beatrice is gonna try and stab Lilith.
Try and stab Lilith.
Yep. I'm gonna defend the others. They can make their escape while I distract her.
Okay, so you come into the room last, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing that happens, because initiative is not a dice roll, it's based on action. And I gave everyone else a chance to do something, and no one else said anything. They just muttered about doing things. But you see the Althea stand up to leave. Mm-hmm. She's got this massive fucking sword.
Yeah, it's terrifying. She's standing up with her big sword. All my friends are in the room.
She's a warrior poet. She's an Althea warrior poet. And your action is you just leap at her.
Yep, with my twin razors.
With your twin razors. Okay. Okay, I need you to roll fight.
I have that. I do have that.
And you can roll high society if you've got it.
I don't have high society.
But you can also roll what domains do you have?
Academia, low society, and occult.
Okay, I'll let you roll low society because you're doing it to protect your friends.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to take 2 dice off because she's a difficulty 2 opponent.
Yeah. Yep.
Because she's a warrior poet.
Yeah.
So, do you have any masteries you'd like to announce right about now?
Are we actually allowed to aid her?
Well, she's doing this action. You can You can aid her. You can launch your own attacks, but this is what she's doing.
All right. Well,
yeah, nothing. No, I can. If someone else gets hurt, I can take the hurt for them. But I'm already just gonna take the hurt, so I don't think that's gonna do anything.
All right. So is anyone leaping to the attack with her to aid her or to launch their own attack?
I will order my bodyguard mule.
That's right, you've got a bodyguard.
Protect master.
Who is not paid anywhere near enough for what's about to happen to him.
I pick up his drinks tab. That should be enough.
That should be enough to take on the death knight in the middle of the room. Okay.
Top shelf for this.
So what does the bodyguard do?
It's just effectively a weapon that does D6 with a tiring tag.
Okay. Which means if you miss, you take a tiring effect.
I think it just drops the
it drops the stress
down.
Damage down by 1 if you fail. Yep, that's right.
I sort of model that as progressive inebriation on his part.
Right. Okay, so you've got a bonus dice, Jason, but now
Awesome.
But now
I have
both of
2
you are
dice.
exposed to sword girl.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Roll.
I'm rolling. 7.
7. It's a success, ladies and gentlemen, and it's with stress though, right? Or 7
Hell
success. Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But because it's a success, it's 1 less stress than you would have taken otherwise. Like it's 1 dice lower.
Yeah.
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 All right, so both of you. Oh God, you've got to be kidding me! That's disappointing. All right, so you both take 2 points. Oh, hold on. Actually, I'll just double check that. That's a good point. Yeah, better make just doubly sure that I've got that right. Okay, so she is the Magister. Yeah. Okay. I think that's what she's nominated as. The Lilith is the Magister. Yep. Okay, so she actually only does a D6. Okay. All right, so it's a D4. It's 2 points. So you both take 2 points of stress damage.
Of blood or
assumedly?
Yeah.
And you can both you can roll the best of the 2 attacks you've got. So whether it's the D6 or from the bodyguard or whatever you're doing.
I've
Jason.
also got a D6.
Okay, so it's a D6.
Yeah. D6.
Yeah.
Roll. 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with razors.
Okay. You spring upon her and start tearing into her with razors. It hits her armor mostly, but it does do her a little bit of stress.
I actually hurt her.
You did.
Like,
well, you and the bodyguard.
Yeah, combined.
Combined attack. Okay, so that's what happens immediately. You two leap upon her and do this. She flicks her blade out and sort of parries you mostly and does you a little bit of damage in return. So now, a quick declaration of actions from the rest of you. So, Shah, what are you doing?
Well, if it's going to be a fight, I'll have to attempt to stab her as well.
Okay, so you're also leaping to the attack. Rob?
By looks of it, it looks like we're all piling on.
So you're leaping to the attack as well?
Why not? You can only die trying. That's my motto.
And Gavrin? Just to test.
I'm going to try and intimidate her and to drive her away with my hyena by using my growl ability.
Okay, yes. What does growl do exactly?
It says when you intimidate or drive away someone, do so with mastery.
Okay, so you're seeking to get her to retreat.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Just taking a hit from someone she didn't expect to take a hit from.
Okay, so I think we'll do the hyena first then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a compel.
Okay, I don't have compel.
It. Let me have a look. Yeah, intimidate. Yep, no, compel. Yep, intimidate. And obviously, you can attempt high society. Yeah, this isn't looking good. Right. Then you get to roll a single dice. You get 2 dice, sorry, don't you? Because you get it with mastery.
Yeah.
So hold on. But she's still difficulty 2. So what happens is you roll 1 dice and you reduce the success step by 1.
All right. Okay. What's going on here? All right, I'm going to try it. I got an 8.
Right, so that goes down to 6 to 7, which is a success with stress.
Okay.
So she does you
I should have done cackle first and then done that growl. Okay, next time I'll do that.
Take 5 points of blood stress.
Okay. So do I take off my 2 for blood first so that it's only 3
No, you took that off
stress
last time, did you not? It gets used up. It's actually like you've got freebies.
Okay.
You don't suffer.
So now I'm on 6 blood.
Okay, well I rolled a 10, so I don't. Is the total accumulation of stress 10 or better or worse, whatever?
It's 8.
Okay, you're fine. Okay, so you take the stress. So all of you pile on her, and she's like, "What are you doing, you fools?" Defending herself. She turns and smashes her way through the window, chased by the hyena. And you see her running down the street. Unless someone wants to stop her running away, she's running away.
Nope, that's good.
If nothing else, this safe house isn't particularly safe anymore.
Right. So
the standards have dropped. Yeah.
The standards have dropped. Okay, so she's now run away. You guys have got Beatrice Ariadne with you. You have possibly broken faith with the ministry. It's not clear. You don't know who was going to do what. She never actually gave her a chance to do whatever she was going to do. And so, all right. So we'll just go out of fight for a sec. So, Beatrice, do you share with the rest of the group what is happening?
Oh, you're on mute.
Right, yeah. Yes, I do. It's very important. So I would like to share with the group. Perhaps while I sit and carefully wrap up
you can get you can get a D6 of refresh.
Oh yeah, I defended.
You defended the
defenseless. I don't know how
certainly intended to defend the defenseless.
It was my intention.
The mostly defenseless.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
you can have 4 points of stress back.
Hell yeah! I'm actually, I had 4 points total.
Right, there you go. You cleaned it all out.
Yeah, I am fully recovered.
Okay. So you share with everyone what you saw.
Yeah, I sit down, I start wrapping Gabriel's arm up in some weird silk stuff that my body produces.
Yeah, that makes you feel good.
Yep. And I explain about this horrible black rock and this weird void rift that I saw, and
Have you
it
got the
was
black
terrible.
rock with you?
No, I left it. I don't want to move it away from the gate. I think it's going to start opening more gates if it goes anywhere.
I'm wondering what
it
happened if you chuck it in there.
That's a good idea. Maybe we should all put it in the void.
I was just wondering what would happen if we pushed Brianna into one of those gates. So
maybe she should go back in there.
I'm very confused.
It would certainly return everything.
Brianna or Ariadne?
Both? Ariadne is what Lilith called her and what we called her in our vision. So maybe that's her actual name and Brianna is her not real name.
Yeah. I think we need the people with the talkie skills to have a conversation with her.
Okay.
It was
Find out about this stuff.
All right, so
Ariadne, did you know that you were turning babies into stone?
Yeah, because seriously, she's right there. You're telling us all this stuff. Like, how does she react to that information?
Okay, so she's standing there. She's been standing there for a little while now. You can see like a whole kind of little field of roses has now sprung up around her because she's been standing in one place for quite some time. And the roses have kind of been slowly multiplying and spreading from her feet. She seems strangely uninterested in your conversation. You can see that she's quite confused, and probably has been since Lilith called her Ariadne.
I think we should start calling her Ariadne. I'm going to actually just say to her, saying Ariadne to her, tell me what you remember. Tell me what happened.
So I would like either a compel or an investigate plus low society.
No low society for me.
I can add the low society if you want.
Okay.
I can compel.
Oh,
that's right. We all have compel.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You guys are all compelling.
We are compelling. So that's 3 dice for me. All right. Let's have a 10. There's an 8.
Damn, success. Okay. All right. So she looks at you and you call her Ariadne directly, right?
Yep. Looking in the eyes.
So you see her eyes kind of go shadowy dark. And you hear a kind of crackling voice, like a voice being heard through some material come out of her mouth, and the voice is kind of breathy, and it goes, she was weak. She didn't care enough, but we did. That's why we took this body.
Oh, it's Legion.
We're helping. We're gonna heal everyone.
Why?
Because they're broken. We're gonna heal them. Every hurt, every wound, it's what she wanted, it's what we want. We will heal everyone.
But you're turning them into this, holding up the rock.
No, you don't have the rock. Didn't come with.
Nah, left the bot.
Oh, no, she left.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it, we need that prop.
We need that damn rock.
Go back and get
it. Schnell. You're not, though. You are sending them on a different path that is damaging them. They're losing their soul.
No, we're healing them. We're
they're
curing
turning
them.
into they're turning into rocks.
No, they're not. They're being healed. My magic is healing everyone. I have healed wounds. I have healed broken people. I've healed broken buildings. Look, your gods love me so much that they bless my footsteps. She points to the roses that are spread around her.
Our gods.
Dear.
Well, I'm a hallowed.
Are you though?
I don't believe you are.
Well, I don't care what you believe because your gods have blessed my footsteps. And I heal people and they get better.
You turned a baby into a rock. How is that healing people?
I don't turn babies into rocks. I healed that boy. I brought him back from the dead.
And then he turned into a rock.
I don't know what you're talking about. He was healed. I cured him.
And then he was a rock.
He was healed. I cured him.
And then he was a rock.
Do I know through my religion how to do an exorcism?
I'm asking for a friend.
Make a wow, that's gotta be, I mean, the way I see it, exorcism has to be compel and religion.
Yeah, no, okay, I don't have compel. Does somebody want to add some compel to me?
Yeah, I will add compel.
Some suitable expert in the field.
In fact, compel is used in The Exorcist in their line.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I compel you.
Compels you.
Satan.
8.
Oh.
Okay, yes, you know certain rites that should drive demonic spirits that have inhabited bodies away from bodies.
Yeah. Like, there's no point in engaging with this bullshit. Tie her up.
All right, so you guys all. So who's moving to tie her up?
I will happily
Beatrice would be the perfect one. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a dream come true.
This is it.
We need something tied up. I'm on it.
I've got this.
Did you say tied up?
Yeah.
All right, so you. Okay, well, she's not.
Well, I would like to say that earlier kind of back and forth, Beatrice is going to try and continue the back and forth while wrapping her up.
Okay, so are you trying to distract her, or? I
don't know if it's actively trying to distract her as much as just, you know, saying shit.
Pay no attention to my arms that are moving around you in a weird way.
Yeah.
Okay, make a...
You know, look at Jungle Book, look into my eyes. Don't worry about it.
That's... Nice, I like it.
Yeah.
Make... I think it can either be a deceive or a fight skill.
I can do fight.
Okay, which means you're probably not being particularly subtle.
I'm arguing with her.
And you're binding her with?
With spider silk.
Right, so weird shit that you generate.
Weird shit that I generate, yeah.
Okay, all right. So you can roll occult for that, I think.
Hell yeah.
It'd be occult or religion, but I'm assuming
I don't have religion. I've got occult. It's, you know, what I do is explicitly occult.
Right, yeah, fuck that religious shit.
Please hold still while I run around you.
9!
Contact.
9!
Bloody hell.
Okay, so you're spinning her in your silken thread.
Mm-hmm.
She's struggling against you. You can see the blackness spreading from her feet, but there's nothing particularly that suggests she's super good at combat. So, all right. So you wrap her up. You've got her wrapped up in this this web.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, before we begin anything, I'm going to make use of my cackle ability.
Okay, explain. What does cackle do?
So, I mark D3 stress to mind or body, so I'm going to do it to mind.
Yeah.
And unleash a nightmarish cackle in concert with my hyena.
Yeah.
Strikes fear into the hearts of my enemies, and for the next minute or so, your enemies have a difficulty rating 1 thing lower.
Okay, so you're effectively a difficulty rating 1 opponent.
Yeah.
Or no, it reduces
I'm going to do
difficulty
that.
rating by 1.
Yeah, their difficulty rating goes down by 1.
Right.
Do you want to do that now or later?
No, I want to just flag that I want to do that when before we begin the exorcism.
Okay. Well, you've wrapped her up.
Time for an exorcism.
Time for exorcism.
Okay, well, you know roughly how to do one.
Yeah. So I'm going to, do the cackle. She's going to be lower.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that's not the right thing to do, is it? That's the wrong one.
Okay, so who's involved in the exorcism and who's not involved in the exorcism?
I probably wouldn't be. I'm not particularly good at these religion-y things.
I'm not particularly good at the religion-y things, but compel is useful in an exorcism, one assumes.
Yes, excellent.
Yeah, I'm solely focused on just continuing to wrap spiderweb around her.
Okay.
Like, she may be tied up already, but that doesn't mean I'm stopping.
No, you're just in the moment. I'm in the moment.
I'm just enjoying this.
Yeah.
Okay, so
the whole crafting process. Yeah.
So who's not doing the exorcism?
Okay, I'm not doing the exorcism, and I'm looking out the window to see if anybody comes back with a group of fanatics. We'll call them fanatics.
I was wondering if someone was going to look out the window. So, could I get a what are your domains, Dr. Mead?
So compel, investigate, academia, occult, and technology. What have they brought with them that's going to barge the door down?
Okay, so there's going to be a split moment. So you're looking at the window, checking out for people who might be coming.
Yeah.
The rest of you are trying to practice an exorcism to drive out this fetch, this spirit that's attached itself to her, or possibly even stolen her body. So I think first of all we'll roll for the fetch roll. So can I get a compel plus occult, I think it was, or religion, plus occult or religion?
Yeah.
It would have been difficulty 1, but you do the distracting it. So
yeah,
it's weird, but there it is. So you get your dice as written. So that should be 3 dice. Deals.
Right. Am I rolling?
I think you're the one doing the exorcism. No one else is volunteering.
You certainly cackled.
I certainly cackled. I think oh for gosh, what is going on here? Click the D. Oh gosh. Okay, now I've got. Okay, I'm rolling. 10.
10. Okay.
I'm waving around my symbol of charnel and
your hyena's cackling beside you.
Yeah.
Laughing the laughter of the charnel god to drive out the spirits of unnatural things and to return the body to its natural state. Okay, so you're doing that. Hey, Dr. Mead.
Yeah.
Could you roll what skills did you have? You said you had investigate, yeah?
I have investigate, yep.
Yeah, you could probably roll that one right there.
Yeah.
And you said you had technology and occult.
Yep. So either of those? Are they chanting or have they bought a ram?
No, they are equipped with pretty solid tech. They do use a lot of tech. All right, yeah, I'll give it to you. All right, so just because it'll be funny. However, they're a difficulty 2 opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So you only get 1 dice. Because you lose the 2 dice that you accumulated.
Ah, lovely. Okay.
Oh, hold on. What was your... Oh, no, your knack was with the vanishing point. That's right.
Yeah. It's vanishing. So it's a 6.
Okay. So you're looking out the window. You can hear this chanting stuff going on. It's obviously distracted you. The first... Actually, that's pretty funny. I'll go with that. All right. So you're very aware of the latest innovations in Althea weaponry. And
here it comes.
Your knowledge of it is so good that when you're shot in the chest by a long-range rifle, you're able to say, fuck, that's a sniper's rifle from the Paladins.
That's a 4312 that they've just shot there.
That's right. So you've just been
That's
shot.
really bad.
You've just been shot in the chest. You're looking out the window. The window explodes. You feel a piercing pain in your chest, and then you hear a snap.
And then I hear the noise.
Then you hear the noise. You've just been shot with a long-range rifle wielded by the only people who use it in the city are paladins. So paladins are the sun-sworn Althea of the Althea High Church, whose only role is to whose role is to continue the absolute authority of Althea rule in the city. They also explicitly hate the ministry and hunt them wherever possible because they're effectively your opposite number. Right. Only they've got all the power and authority of the Althea Church and Althea equipment.
Fantastic.
You think
we've got company.
So you collapse down. You've been shot in the chest. I should roll. You've been shot in the chest.
Yeah.
You collapse down, and I think your thought as you go down is, exactly that, dudes. I think we've been made. You might have been sold out.
Oh no, I must warn the others.
That's right.
Sorry.
All right, the exorcism drives the blackness out of her body, forcing it into the flowers, which then collapse and wilt into the ground. There is a dead body there, though. Because remember, it killed her soul.
Yeah. Yeah, she's dead. I'd also like to check the so medics, did he like take damage from that?
What happened? Did I actually take
yeah, you took 4 points of stress.
Oh, I didn't hear the 4 points.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Oh, blood,
your success with stress was you got shot in the chest and were able to identify that the paladins are coming from the bullet hole in your chest.
So I took another 4 points of blood.
Yes, you took 4 points of blood.
Minus the armor. So that's 6 points. Okay. And yes, I identified the paladins.
Yeah.
We've got company. Clunk.
But no fallout yet.
No.
Okay, good. Cool.
Okay.
There's a dead body in the room now. You're terrified of this.
Oh fuck, there's a dead body! No.
Don't worry, Toby will take care of it.
I have to get out of here.
We all have to get out of here. We're going out the back door.
Yeah, but yeah. Done my back door thing.
No, I don't think you used you didn't explicitly use the back door before. I would be happy for you to try and find a back door.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and find a back door into...
You just need a doorway.
Yeah. Okay. Into the vault.
There is a gaping hole, and there is a dark, shadowy portal that's currently collapsing in on itself, as it so turns out, in close proximity to yourself.
You know, I could probably manipulate that, and we could take a sideward step.
So it's a bit tricky.
I think that's the most...
So we all step through, and then we step left, not right. Right would be bad.
Correct. Hard left.
Hard left at the entrance.
It's probably less difficult than trying to, say, escape through the hole in your chest. So yeah, I think the portal might be a go.
Yeah, everybody jump in.
Just jump in. Ah! All right, so you're going to try and step into to use your back door. Now, as I recall, if other people take the back door route, it's not good for them.
They have to make a resist an occult roll, or suffer mind stress.
And do you know how much stress they take?
It doesn't say.
I think a D6 sounds legitimate, though, at this point.
So I say we got to go through here, take the hard left.
Yeah.
It's going to get weird.
It's going to get fucking weird.
And jump in.
Right. So you're doing that. Meanwhile, you can see racing across the street towards the building a small unit of Althea in shiny silver plate armor with what look like with shotguns.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going in the portal.
Yeah, so the getting weird seems like the best choice right now.
Seems really
they're chasing across the road towards you.
We are about to jump into a dark, shadowy portal.
Okay, well, it's occult, and what was the other bit?
Resist
and occult rolls, please.
I am just grabbing you by the arm and forcibly dragging you in there.
Oh, yes.
I really don't want to go in the dark. This dark, shadowy portal is really not my cup of tea.
Good point.
I just might be some extra mind stress for you.
Yeah.
It's all right. There'll be plenty of colours in there.
Okay, so actually, I think then, but you can use. I'm going to let you use pursue. This is for you, Jess. So you can use pursue and occult. I don't know. First of all, to force Jason through the gate.
Yeah. I've got religion and low society in my domains.
I'll let you use low society. Yeah, that's fine. You're in Pilgrim's Walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can roll three dice.
8.
Okay. Even though you're resisting desperately, Jason.
Yep.
I'm
forced through the portal.
Gabrielle grabs you bodily and throws you through the portal, and somehow through an accident of fate, you actually pop out in the right answer.
Oh. Wild.
Yeah. You're in this weird shifting vault room, and shifting is the right word because it's not stable. Can everyone else make their rolls, please, for me? So that's occult and resistance.
Very right, you say. Okay. I got a 5.
Oh.
A 5. That's a failure.
Yeah.
I actually got a 10.
Snap it in.
One dice.
Oh God, they've all got dice.
I got a 9. Okay, good.
And it's mind damage, did you say?
Yeah.
All right, so the only person who actually failed was you, Dave.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, you take 3 points of mind damage. And what is your total? That is the total amount of stress you currently have.
8.
Okay.
This is going to be bad.
Better than being dead.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 8 would suggest a significant implication, I think. It's not quite severe though, because I need 9 plus for severe.
But it is fallout?
Yeah, yeah.
Moderate fallout, yeah.
Well,
Moderate
once
fallout.
per session, when an ally...
Hold on, yeah, go on.
I forgot about it
Working as a
earlier when
team.
Gabriel was taking damage and it was too late by the time I remembered. So
Yeah.
once per session, when an ally takes fallout, I appear nearby so long as it would be even slightly feasible for me to do so.
Well, yep, you can definitely do that, yep.
They ignore the effects of the fallout, and I take D6 stress to an appropriate resistance instead.
So that means I don't lose stress either, but I don't get the effect by the sound of it.
You ignore the effects of the fallout, so I think you still take the stress. You
still remove the stress.
Yeah.
Remove this. Oh, okay, I do remove the stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You've already got 2 lots of mind fallout, Jason,
I do.
And they're both at moderate. So I'm gonna have to give you a severe.
Awesome.
Yay!
I forgot to Sorry, of course.
Yeah, no, look, we're cutting it close now. Okay.
Okay, all right, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's like, dude, I gotta die right now.
Yeah. I'm trying really hard.
And I'm glad that if you do, that I've played a part in setting up this death for you.
Yeah, thank you.
In the darkness.
Your mind.
Perfect.
Okay, I think you've got to become obsessed. I particularly like the description of it. Although, because Renegade doesn't. Let me read out both, and let's agree. But I feel obsessed speaks to me on a deep and personal level. So obsessed is your mind splinters and shards until it is razor sharp and barbed, focused only on a single goal. You are now permanently weird, but when you attempt to achieve your goal, you roll with mastery and the difficult for all other actions increases by 1. Once you achieve your goal, your mind gives under the strain and you are forcibly retired. Renegade, your mind is shattered by the stress of your activities and you turn against the ministry and all it stands for. The precise reasons are up to you and the GM. This is not immediate. The fallout represents no. Well, you see, if it's not immediate,
I want immediate. I want now.
Okay,
Permanently weird is in bold, by the way.
Permanently
weird is in capitals. Like Death said it.
Yeah.
It's like Death said it. That's right. So, I think you want to wrap people up in a protective envelope, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I've got to keep them safe.
Yeah, so you could stay, you could push, having been pushed through, but because you could even remotely have a chance of doing so, you could have confused Gabrielle with your weird spinning limbs. They could have accidentally grabbed Dave, saved Dave, not you, and you could then stay and seal up the gate.
Yes.
So the paladins can't follow it.
Perfect. Yes.
Because that's all about spinning and coating things in webs.
Yes.
And so you're desperately sort of coating the gate, as it were, when the paladins smash their way through the doorway and blast you with shotguns.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Awesome.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
It just went the way she wanted to go.
Yeah.
Horribly.
It's the way that she would have wanted. Yeah.
And thus, again, Beatrice dies at the end of the adventure.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah. Let me just rewrite this bit of notes real quick.
It looked like we were going to make it out with you alive, Jason. I mean, that was close
cutting. That was close cutting. I was getting very worried. Yeah.
But luckily, we were able to stop it. Okay, that is the end of Spire. You've now experienced Spire in all of its weirdness.
I take it all the things close up and stuff, and we succeed. And when she died.
Not so much. It's Spire. Paladins go around shooting everyone who touched the black stuff.
Yeah,
they bring in occult mages who burn the buildings that the weird portals appeared on and destroy them, and then take away the stones.
Cleansing.
Yeah.
Cleansing the zone.
Yeah, they level a couple of buildings. They kill the people inside them in case they're infected. They cart away the stones for examination by top people in the field. You're pretty confident that this isn't the last time they're going to attempt to combine these magics. Because they're the outfit. They genuinely don't care.
And it was reasonably successful.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, sort of. Yeah. I mean, under better circumstances.
In some ways, yeah.
Under better circumstances.
You could weaponize it. I mean.
Yeah, it could be like you just drop the person in enemy territory and let them do weird shit to it. Because, she was corrupting reality. She was literally breaking reality every time she did shit. So, inevitably, you had to kill her. Or get her killed in some fashion.
Yeah.
Because she was literally just a nuclear bomb. With 2 legs.
Excellent.
And, there was no way to convince her that she was wrong.
What are you doing?
As it were.
No.
She didn't believe that she was wrong. And she wasn't actually human anymore. She was possessed by this kind of 3-dimensional facsimile of a person. So she didn't have real emotion. She wasn't all that different to an Althea, actually. Except that her whole focus was healing people. So she wanted to heal people. That's what she did actually want to do. She really wanted to heal people. She just didn't understand that she was actually causing lots of problems in doing so. So,
cool.
A couple of things. So the big disadvantage of Spire is it's completely player facing. So I literally, and because if you fail a roll, you take stress, as a general statement, it's very hard as the GM to feel like I should be getting you to roll things directly, as in, you should roll an observation roll, or you should roll this roll.
Yeah.
Yep, 3 observation rolls and I'm dead. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
So the game is set up in such a way that the players have to really drive the agenda, which I think would come with a bit of time. It's something you've got to kind of settle into, right? Like the cadence, if you will, of the game, because I think it's actually quite unique that way. It's similar to like PBTA, and in particular when we played Night Witches, very similar vibe, where everything fed off the Night Witch. Like you have to do things as the Night Witches to get it rolling.
Yeah.
Like there's no other way to really move forward.
And a similar level of if you fail your observation check 3 times, you die.
Yeah, true. That's
right.
Or get taken away by the Russian.
Or get taken away by
NKVD.
the
When I played it with the guys in the UK, my character Matt betrayed my character twice to the NKVD. Bastard. All right, so we've got.
Good. We didn't need a 3rd session. That was good.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah. I could have. I did intend to kill you all with the paladins, but kudos to you for using your backdoor.
Yeah, it was a great way of escaping.
It was. No, it's perfect. It's the perfect skill for the job.
I wanted to get out of there. Haven't been shot. There's a dead body. Go to somewhere comfortable.
And the other thing about the game is over time, obviously, the stress just accretes, right? Well, the fallouts accrete, rather. the fallout secrete, and then once you have too many of them, you're on the way out. Like legitimately, Jason's character actually was legitimately out of the game in 2 sessions.
Yeah.
As a result of fallout, and that wasn't by doing dumb things at all.
No. I mean, some of it was, but yeah.
I
will say it's hard to argue that last one wasn't because
slightly self-destructive. I choose to die this way,
and perhaps even jumping into hand-to-hand combat with the warrior poet may have been a little bit self-destructive.
So, so I haven't done much thinking about 7th Seas, so let me think about that for the next day or two. I am going to give myself the out of choosing something else if I decide I just can't face it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'll message that around.
You should have tested your survey first, mate. That's a learning curve for you.
Yeah, right there. Yep, should have locked that fucking down. Good message.
And you should know the minute someone offers pirates, everyone's going to go pirates.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There are so many pirate games that don't involve 7 Seas mechanics. Okay, so let me think about that. The other thing I was going to mention is, so it'll just be 2 more sessions, and then actually, for all intents and purposes, that's it, because myself and Jason, at least, will be flying to Europe. So we will be out for a month. We are gone from the 7th of December to the 9th of January. It's a fucking long time, actually. Anyway, so yeah.
It is, but you have to experience it.
It's going to be so long enough.
I got tickets to see one of my favorite bands ever in London. It's awesome.
God!
I'm going to be very jet lagged because I think it's the day I checked. It's the day after we arrive in England.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm going to have one night. I'm not going to travel with the rest of everyone else to where they're staying. I'm going to stay in London.
Yeah, you're going to stay in London and go to the gig, right?
Yeah.
We went and saw a show at London.
Yeah,
we were there.
We're seeing Hamilton.
Yeah.
Well, we saw Jerry Springer the opera.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I've still got the shirt.
It was amazing.
It was.
Well,
make sure you get out in the sunshine. Like when you arrive.
Oh yeah.
Go out, walk around. As much sun as there is not in England. Try.
In winter.
I am still. I know that some people. Every time I say this, judge me, but I am going to go, and I'm going to go to the Brighton beach where it's just rocks. There's no sand.
Yes.
You can go and stand on the beach and there's no sand at all. And you can just stand there and look at the ocean and it'll be really good.
Yeah, it will be.
Jason hates the sand.
Trouble is when you go swimming at that beach, you get rocks in your underwear and everything with speedos.
Becomes very uncomfortable.
There are
exactly.
In New Zealand as well, but they're actually really difficult to walk on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like the rocks shifting under your feet. It's really.
I just like the black sanded beaches.
Yeah.
I hate sand.
Iceland.
I can't.
New Zealand has black sand.
Yeah.
We stood on the black sand beaches in New Zealand. They were very warm.
Yeah.
They were very hot.
They were.
Very hot.
It's very strange.
All right, so thank you very much, everyone. Hopefully that was at least a vaguely interesting turn at the weirdness that is Spire. It is weird.
It really
is super weird. And see you in a fortnight unless otherwise. And then I imagine it'll be 2 sessions, and then I think that'll be it for this year.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Notes have been updated. It's still pinned in the Discord thing if anyone ever wants to read over. Yeah.
Nice.
Your glorious death. Excellent.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's included. I think it's 1 sentence in there.
Nice.
On it, one sentence in out of every 2 is my death. And I've used the chapter outline thing on the side so you can click to each session and you don't have to scroll through and find things.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds good.
Have you put a bookmark for your deaths each time, though?
I have not, but it'll be at the end of every second session.
And Beatrice died.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They killed Tinny.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Bye, guys.
It's good.
All right.
See ya.
Awesome.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.